What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Horseshoe. My name is Matt, and today we got a good one for you today. We've been talking about players the Colts should either re-sign or maybe even bring in. And one guy I've seen be mentioned in a lot of comment sections and just online in general as a potential option for this team is should the Colts bring in Jadaveon Clowney? Jadaveon Clowney would fill a need that we have at the moment. He is not too old. He is 28 years old, which is, relatively young. He's still got some years left in him. And here's the thing. He had a 4.53 40-yard dash. Now, who knows if he's that fast, but still, he has some speed with him. To give you an idea, he's a little, just a smidge faster than Derrick Henry, which is pretty impressive. He's 6'5", he's 267 pounds, 255. That's what he is right now. He's 255 pounds, misspoke. And a lot of people thought this guy was going to be great coming out of college, right? A lot of people saw him and it's like, this guy could be great. And he just hasn't panned out to be that. Not to say he's bad. We're going to pull up his stats and, we're going to talk about it. And then I'll ultimately get into whether I think we should bring him in or not, and if I think Chris Ballard wants to bring him in. So here we are, just on Pro Football Reference, as you see. Very good grade, by the way, 90 is what I'm seeing right now. So there we go. I thought we went a little too low. There we go. My computer glitched on me, but here we go. Didn't really play that 2014 season, but when he was in Houston, as we see, he did have 29 sacks in those. We're not even going to count the first year. We're going to go 2015 to 2018. That's 4 years. That's 4 sacks. Because, the first year, 4.5, then he got 6, and then he went up to the 9s. Like, he had 9 sacks in Houston, which is really good, I think, for our line. I think it actually could be better. He ended up getting about that 40 to 50, almost 60 tackles, a season. He's been really good as far as I've known anyway and seen at going after the running back. He's never been that type of guy to go after the quarterback a whole lot. As we see, he had, his total number of quarterback hits kind of started to go up as we saw in that 2016 to 2018 season. Definitely his best years. Those were his Pro Bowl seasons. And then the numbers dipped when he was in Seattle and when he was in Tennessee. But not terrible numbers. Definitely, I would say the best option available as far as edge rushers go. Young, somewhat young. He's the same age as Carson Wentz, but, somewhat young, is fast. He's big. He has everything you would want in a really good edge rusher. But I have noticed, and a lot of people have noticed when he was in Houston, especially, and maybe it wasn't just out there as much, but Jadaveon Clowney, he did at times just not even try. When I was watching him, if he was on the field for 3 downs, first down, tried, second down, put the effort in, but third down, he didn't really put the effort in. There was always a play per drive or a few plays per drive where it looked like he just didn't put the effort in. He didn't try. And that never really sat well with me. It always rubbed me the wrong way because when he was a free agent, I was just like, look, the guy has the talent. He has the ability, but he just doesn't try. So that is that's a red flag to me. And I feel like that's becoming a red flag to a lot of teams because if it wasn't, he would have been signed by now. If he really is the guy he feels himself as, Jadaveon Clowney would have been on a team by now. But at this moment, he's still a free agent. He did have a meeting, I believe, with Cleveland. Nothing's happened yet. Maybe they're negotiating. Maybe they're trying to get a deal done, but so far, nothing's happened. So, with that all being said, kind of looking at everything, do I want Jadaveon Clowney? And for me, I consider him as a high risk, high reward because a high risk is, depending on what you pay him, there might be times where he just doesn't put effort in. And that's just not going to sit well with me. And I'm not going to like that. However, maybe with the high reward aspect, maybe Jadaveon Clowney, after sitting for so long, not getting that big contract that he probably wants, he's probably sitting there thinking, huh, I'm not getting offered anything. What's wrong? There's got to be something wrong. I think I'm really good. Let's look. And then maybe he discovers, oh, I really didn't put as much effort as I should. Let's change that. And then boom, prove it deal with the Colts, comes out, has a dominant year. Plus, him with Buckner could be amazing. Because I feel like if he's paired with somebody on the caliber of a DeForest Buckner or a JJ Watt, that's when he's going to have the highest, success rate. And I feel like that could really be beneficial. But like I said, there's a risk in the sense that he just doesn't put effort in. So to me, that worries me. And honestly, because of that, and because I believe we'll get a Justin Houston or maybe another guy too for cheaper than Jadaveon Clowney, I would not make the move. I would not sign him. I think it's a very intriguing type of move. And if the Colts made that move, I necessarily would not be upset. However, it does worry me with, like I said, the whole he doesn't put the effort in. He's got everything you want in an edge rusher. It's just he's not putting the effort in to become what he can be. And if he puts the effort in, and maybe he does, maybe he's paired up with a great guy like a Myles Garrett or DeForest Buckner or somebody like that, and he flips a switch and he's playing really good and he can get to the Pro Bowl level that he can be. He's made it. We know he can get there. Let's see him do it again. We would just like to get him to we would like him to get to the quarterback more often. That's another negative for me. So I wouldn't do it, but I can't lie. I would, if he's playing great, him and Buckner together could be a force that nobody wants to see. Now, would Chris Ballard do it? To me, what I've learned with Chris Ballard is there are specific players that he looks for. He looks for guys that are going to be good for the locker room. He wants to have this chemistry. He wants to have this, like, presence in the locker room. He wants everybody to be on the same page. He wants everybody to be at a specific level that he wants. He wants people who are going to put effort in, who are going to do whatever they can to help the Colts get wins. And even Darius Leonard came out and said, hey, if you're not going to put the effort in and if you're not going to basically sacrifice your body for the team, we don't want you. We want guys that are going to do whatever it takes to win. And I feel like that's a Chris Ballard thing. There's this thing he wants in the locker room. He wants a certain type of locker room where there's no like controversy going on. Everybody's getting along, all that good stuff. And to me, with that being said, just with some of the things in the past, I don't think Chris Ballard is going to make the move and sign Jadeveon Clowney because I don't feel like Jadeveon Clowney is the type of player he wants in his locker room. I think he would rather put the money towards a Justin Houston, maybe a Ryan Kerrigan, and a Richard Sherman, guys that would be good for the locker room and guys that are going to put the effort in 100% of the snaps. And Jadeveon Clowney has not proven to me that he will put the effort in. He might give it 60% of effort on a play, but he needs to put 100% effort in every single play, every single snap for him to go after him. So would I bring Jadeveon Clowney into this locker room and on the team? And the answer to me is no. And the big reason why is because the effort is just not there. I just don't like what I see when he's on the field, not putting effort in 100%. Like he's not going 100% full on with every single snap. And that just doesn't work for me. If he would, I absolutely would take him. He has everything you would want. He's just not doing everything he needs to be as successful as he possibly can be. So I would pass on him. And that is also the same reason why I think the Colts are going to pass on Jadeveon Clowney. I think they made that decision already. He's not going to be on the Colts. It's done. It's over. Depth is very key to me, but in this sense, I just wouldn't bring him in because I don't think he would be great for that defense. I think the defense will realize, oh, this guy's not putting effort in, and it's going to cause problems. So, yeah, I would say no, and I don't think the Colts are going to sign him either. I don't think they have interest in signing him at all. So, thank you all for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, comment below. Let me know. Would you bring Jadaveon Clowney on this team? Do you think he would be a great fit? Let me know down below. If you're new, like I said, subscribe, hit that bell because you'll be notified when I upload a video or when we go live on this channel. And please like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you don't like it, do whatever you want. I can't control you. Thank you all for listening. Before we go, though, tomorrow, live at 6 p.m. EST, we're going to be doing our first episode on this channel of Inside the Horseshoe podcast. It is a show I'm bringing from another channel that I feel would ultimately fit better here. So make sure you keep an eye out for that. We would hope and we would love to have you in the comments commenting along. We're going to be talking about the free agency as a whole, not just with the Colts. We're going to be talking about all the big moves and everything that's happened in the free agency. So thank you for watching. I've been Matt, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.